Hi everyone, my name is Debbie Jackson and I'm the Director of Built Environment at the Greater London Authority. I'm delighted to have been asked to contribute to the 30 Objects in 30 Days project as part of the London Festival of Architecture, but please forgive me for my choice not being in London. So for my object I chose Salts Mill in Saltaire in Yorkshire, not far from where I was brought up. If you haven't been there, I highly recommend it, and here it is. Painted by David Hockney, whose art gallery is housed in the mill. Salts Mill was the brainchild of the Victorian entrepreneur Titus Salt. When it opened in 1853, it was the biggest factory in the world. 3,000 workers manned the 1,200 looms, producing 30,000 yards of cloth every single day. That it represents power is unquestionable. But Salt was also a philanthropist. Over the next quarter of a century, he built housing, a church, schools and almshouses for his workforce. He had a vision for a very specific kind of industrial utopia. When he built Salts Mill and the surrounding village of Saltaire, he made that dream a reality. He didn't see his workers as numbers on a balance sheet, but believed the money made from the textile industry could and should be used for social and cultural advancement. Of course, the Industrial Revolution ended and the last textiles were produced at Salts Mill in the 1980s. The building was in a poor state of repair and many said without a future. Step forward another visionary businessman, Jonathan Silver, who saw only opportunities and transformed Salts Mill into a place where culture and commerce could thrive together in one stunning historic building, with 1,000 people lucky enough to call it their place of work. Salts Mill was built to emulate a palazzo of the Italian Renaissance, and the village Saltaire is now rightly a UNESCO World Heritage Site. That it represents architecture is also unquestionable. But I choose Salts Mill not for the obvious interpretation of power and architecture. While it ticks those boxes, I choose it because both Titus Salt and Jonathan Silver had a timeless vision that remains relevant to this day and worked to achieve their vision against what popular opinion or indeed a spreadsheet may have suggested. And to me, that is power. I also choose Salts Mill because I love it. I'm a consumer rather than a creator of architecture, and I believe in the power of the built environment to create an impression that stays with you forever. For me, Salts Mill has that impact, and I applaud the architects from the 19th century to the present day that have had a hand in creating that. Thank you.